Mr. President, I would, talking about the European Union and the tariffs, like, what do you mean when you say that European Union can like make this part of BRICS?
That it what?
BRICS.
Oh, BRICS. No, I was talking about BRICS. BRICS is 6 nations. I think it's 7 nations. And they were looking to do a number in the United States. And if they do that, they won't be happy about what's going to happen to them.
Are you still considering a universal tariff, Mr. President, on all countries?
I may, yeah, but we're not.
So the question is, why did President Donald Trump say that he thinks only 6 or 7 nations have joined BRICS? Is this all a distraction for what is about to hit America? The first BRICS summit was held in Russia in 2009. Its original founding members were Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. And in 2024, Iran, Egypt, Ethiopia, and the United Arab Emirates attended the 16th BRICS summit and joined as official members. Indonesia became the 10th member to join the organization as of January of 2025.
Very low. And yet, are they a BRICS nation?
What?
They're a BRICS nation, Spain. You know what a BRICS nation is? You'll figure it out. But, and if the BRICS nations want to do that, that's okay, but we're going to put at least a 100% tariff on the business they do with the United States. You know what the BRICS is, right? You guys know.
Brazil,
you know what I'm saying, right? You know what I'm saying.
So, did Trump really mistake Spain for a member of the BRICS, or is this some sort of plot to keep you distracted? Nonetheless, according to biblical prophecy, it seems like we are running out of time.
Talking about how it's your favorite book, and you said, I think last night in Iowa, and some people are surprised that you say that. I'm wondering what 1 or 2 of your most favorite Bible verses are.
Well, I wouldn't want to get into it because to me that's very personal. You know, when I talk about the Bible, it's very personal, so I don't want to get into verses. I don't want to get into.
There's no verse that means a lot to you that you think about or cite.
The Bible means a lot to me, but I don't want to get into specifics.
Even to cite a verse that
no,
you like.
I don't want to do that.
An Old Testament guy or New Testament guy?
Probably equal. I think it's just an incredible. The whole Bible is an incredible. I joke. Very much so. They always hold up the Art of the Deal. I say my second favorite book of all time. But I just think the Bible is just something very special.
Keen-eyed observers may have noticed Donald Trump did not put his hand on the Bible when he did his swearing in during the inauguration ceremony on Monday.
I, Donald John Trump, do solemnly swear that I will faithfully execute.
As he gave the oath of office, he did not place his hands
And I stood upon the sand of the sea, and saw a beast rise up out of the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and upon his horns 10 crowns, and upon his heads the name of blasphemy.
BRICS Pay, touted as an alternative to the US dollar, has the potential to revolutionize global finance by allowing BRICS nations to make cross-border payments more efficiently using their own currencies. But what exactly is BRICS Pay, and why is it so significant? Well, BRICS Pay is a proposed decentralized payment system developed by BRICS nations, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, recently expanded to include Egypt, Ethiopia, Iran, and the UAE. It aims to enable cross-border transactions in local currencies without depending on the US dollar or traditional Western-led payment system like the SWIFT. Geopolitical tensions, particularly Western sanctions on countries like Russia, have accelerated the push for a new payment system. After the invasion of Ukraine in 2022, Russia was cut off from international capital markets and had its dollar and euro reserves frozen. This financial isolation led Russia to call for an alternative to the current global financial system, dominated by institutions like the IMF and the World Bank, which they argue favor Western interests. The BRICS Pay system leverages the payment infrastructure already in place within BRICS nations. For example, Russia's MEAD network and India's UPI. BRICS Pay will use blockchain technology to validate transactions, ensuring security and transparency. It is designed to be faster, cheaper, and free from external interference. One of the key features of BRICS Pay is its ability to facilitate transactions in local currencies, including the Russian ruble and Indian rupee. This means that businesses and individuals in BRICS nations can make cross-border payments without needing to convert their currencies into US dollars. The new system brings numerous benefits. It eliminates the risks associated with the traditional banking system, such as credit risks and delays caused by reliance on Western-dominated platforms like the SWIFT. By using decentralized ledger technology, it also enhances the security and efficiency of transactions. BRICS now represents 45% of the global population and 37% of the world economy. With the expansion of BRICS and the development of BRICS Pay, these nations are pushing for a multipolar world order, challenging the dominance of the dollar in global trade. Often seen as a geopolitical rival to the G7 bloc of advanced economies, BRICS aims to create a financial system that works for emerging markets, offering alternatives to Western-led institutions like the IMF and the World Bank. As the world increasingly moves towards digitization, systems like BRICS Pay could become more critical in shaping the future of global payments.
The rise of the American national debt has been a gradual but alarming trend, fueled by extensive government spending, tax cuts, and economic crises. As debt continues to soar, confidence in the dollar will continue to decline, leading to inflation and reduced purchasing power. This erosion has threatened the stability of the economy and America's global financial influence.
Donald Trump has a new target, the BRICS group of nations. It started off as a club of 4 developing nations, Brazil, Russia, India, and China. Over the years, 5 more countries joined. South Africa, Ethiopia, Iran, Egypt, and the UAE. So 9 members in total. The BRICS is often seen as an alternative to the G7, a sort of rival to the Western order, and Donald Trump doesn't like that. He's targeting a cornerstone of the BRICS agenda, de-dollarization. The idea is to reduce trade in US dollars and instead use local currencies. That is de-dollarization. Local currencies like the Indian rupee or the Russian ruble or the Chinese yuan. Donald Trump doesn't like that one bit. Listen to what he said on social media, and I'm quoting, "We require a commitment from these countries that they will neither create a new BRICS currency nor back any other currency to replace the mighty US dollar, or they will face 100% tariffs and should expect to say goodbye to selling into the wonderful US economy. They can find another sucker."
Indonesia will formally join BRICS as a full member, further expanding the group of major emerging economies.
Indonesia has officially joined as a full member of the Economic Alliance, formed by Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. The announcement of Indonesia becoming a BRICS member was made by Brazil, which will chair BRICS in 2025. Joining BRICS is a big step for Indonesia and has made headlines worldwide.
And the 10 horns which thou sawest are 10 kings, which have received no kingdom as yet, but receive power as kings 1 hour with the beast. These have one mind, and shall give their power and strength unto the beast. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh, and burn her with fire. For God hath put in their hearts to fulfill his will, and to agree, and give their kingdom unto the beast, until the words of God shall be fulfilled. And the woman which thou sawest is that great city, which reigneth over the kings of the earth. How much she hath glorified herself, and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her. For she saith in her heart, I sit a queen, and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death, and mourning, and famine. And she shall be utterly burned with fire, for strong is the Lord God who judgeth her. And the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her, when they shall see the smoke of her burning standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, Alas, alas, that great city Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come.
On January 6th of 2025, Indonesia became the 10th country to obtain full membership into BRICS. After the last summit, they were listed as an associate partner. On January 1st of 2025, it would have been 9 full members and 13 associate partner countries. I believed that the numbers would change to exactly match the count to Revelation chapter 13, theorizing that this is the multipolar global power described as a beast that Apostle John saw rising up out of the sea. We saw Saudi Arabia pause in joining the membership. Then when Trump announced that when he gets back into office, that there will be tariffs on countries involved in de-dollaration practices, we saw Vietnam, Algeria, Nigeria, and Turkey withdraw from accepting the invitation to become associate partner countries. This is when I posted that the numbers changed from 22 to 18 as a total number. 9 full members and 9 associate partner countries, which I believe represent 9 horns and 9 crowns. With Indonesia becoming a full member, this brings the full member count to 10. Here's a segment to confirm that this is the case from the Brics TV site, which has an article. The government of Brazil, as the current Brics chair, officially announced that the Republic of Indonesia has become a full member of the Brics group. The statement also noted that Indonesia's candidature was endorsed by the group's leaders back at the Johannesburg summit in August of 2023. Now, I do remember this back in 2023 and shared it in a video, as Indonesia was announced as a member then. Then a retraction was made. So what does this all mean? For many of you, I know the count stops at 10. I've shared that the count looks more like 20, as there are 10 horns and 10 crowns here in Revelation chapter 13, verse 1. And then the crown count is different in Revelation chapter 12, verse 3, which shares 10 horns and 7 crowns. Yet, at the initial point when Apostle John sees this beast rise up out of the sea, there are 10 horns and 10 crowns upon the horns. The crowns are upon the horns, which points to a distinction, perhaps by association. If you followed the symbology used within the text in Revelation chapter 13, then you will begin to see how this all fits in. I see that there's a bit more before this prophecy is fulfilled. I'd say that there are indeed 10 horns now, with 2 more crowns needed. Brazil has the chair this year and will host the summit. Looks like a June time frame. Just a note as to where this is headed. Look at this quote from the Brazilian president from way back in 2019. He emphasized BRICS was not created to be an instrument of defense, but to be an instrument of attack. So we could create our own currency to become independent from the US dollar in our trade relations, to create a development bank, which we did, but it is too timid, to create something strong, capable of helping the development of the poorest parts of the world. So when we talk of Trump and tariffs against those that move away from the dollar, we see this resistance. And Indonesia is certainly aware of this coming in. This economic bloc emerges as a challenge to the world order, currently held by a unipolar global power that the Bible refers to as Mystery Babylon. Then we see this multipolar world power rising, and both together in Revelation chapter 17, verse 3. Followed by the destruction of Mystery Babylon in verse 16 by those same 10 horns of this multipolar grouping through which the Antichrist rises through as the 11th horn of Daniel chapter 7 verse 24. This track is progressive and warns us of Israel's 70th week, and the tribulation that runs alongside it is approaching. We're almost there, but not yet. Till we meet again, live holy before the Lord. Love y'all. Shalom.
Seek ye the Lord while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near. Let the wicked forsake his way, and the unrighteous man his thoughts. And let him return unto the Lord, and he will have mercy upon him, and to our God, for he will abundantly pardon.